How AI slop could actually cure your internet addiction. The unforeseen consequence of AI. Could it lead us back to reality? Imagine this. Artificial intelligence, the very technology designed to enhance our digital experiences, might just be the catalyst that pushes us towards reclaiming our connection with the tangible world. Yes, you read that right. The AI-generated content that has flooded our screens, from questionable dating app messages to the bizarre AI-created videos on YouTube, could be the turning point that makes us yearn for the simplicity of real-life interactions. But here's where it gets controversial. While AI has undoubtedly revolutionized the internet, integrating itself seamlessly into our daily lives, it has also sparked a growing distrust among users. As the line between human and machine blurs, we find ourselves questioning the authenticity of conversations and the reliability of information. This skepticism is driving some individuals to seek refuge in the real world, where trust is established face-to-face and experiences are unfiltered. And this is the part most people miss. As AI continues to permeate the digital landscape, it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the impact it has on human behavior. Some may retreat further into the digital abyss, finding solace in AI companionship and virtual escapism. However, a significant portion of the population might rediscover the joys of offline living, craving the genuine connections and serendipitous encounters that only the real world can offer. The irony is not lost on us. Just when we thought technology would bind us closer to the digital realm, it may inadvertently encourage us to unplug and embrace the analog pleasures of life. From leisurely strolls in nature to intimate dinner parties, the allure of unplugged moments is gaining momentum. Controversy and comment hooks. So, what do you think? Is AI's infiltration into our online experiences pushing you to seek more meaningful interactions offline? Or are you part of the group that finds comfort in AI's presence, despite its imperfections? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In conclusion, the rise of AI might just be the wake-up call we needed to reassess our relationship with technology. As we navigate this digital age, let's not forget the value of authentic human connections and the simple joys that await us beyond the screen. Building trust in B2B marketing. Strategies for an AI-driven world. **** in today's fast-paced world, where AI can accomplish a month's worth of marketing tasks in a mere minute, B2B buyers are finding themselves more inundated with information than ever before, but instead of feeling empowered, they are becoming increasingly skeptical and overwhelmed. ***. This phenomenon is not merely about the sheer volume of information available. At its core, it's about trust. As AI-generated content begins to saturate our online platforms, a noteworthy shift is taking place. Buyers are not only scrutinizing the messages conveyed but also questioning the credibility of the sources behind those messages. This skepticism gives rise to what we refer to as the trust gap. According to recent statistics, this gap is not closing. In fact, it is widening, particularly when marketing messages come across as excessively polished, disconnected from genuine experiences, or simply rehashed ideas. In this article, we will delve into the factors fueling this skepticism, the type of content that resonates with buyers today, and the strategies marketers can employ to earn credibility in this chaotic AI-centric environment, focusing on a unique aspect that competitors cannot replicate: the authentic voices of real customers. ### The trust gap. Why quantity doesn't guarantee value. While AI undoubtedly streamlines the execution of various marketing tasks, particularly in content creation, an increase in content production does not correlate with an increase in trust. In fact, the opposite seems to be happening. B2B buyers are faced with a relentless flood of AI-generated material that often appears polished on the surface but frequently lacks substantial meaning. This content can feel overly curated, lacking in context, and failing to represent authentic use cases. This disconnect is precisely what we define as the trust gap, the disparity between what marketers claim in their messaging and what buyers genuinely perceive as credible. As highlighted in the study * Bridging the Trust Gap, B2B tech buying in the age of AI * trust has evolved into a matter of voices rather than volumes. Buyers are eager to hear from individuals who have truly engaged with a product, rather than solely from those who are selling it. They seek concrete proof to substantiate their purchasing decisions. ###. What do B2B buyers find trustworthy in 2025? Spoiler: it's not brand messages. The evidence clearly indicates that not all content holds the same weight when it comes to gaining the trust of potential buyers. Research shows that buyers are increasingly relying on three main sources that they consider credible. 1. Third-party reviews from verified users ***. Independent feedback is invaluable. 2. Customer case studies showcasing real outcomes. Practical examples provide clarity and relatability. 3. Peer recommendations in communities they frequent. Insights from fellow professionals carry significant influence. Conversely, brand-generated content that feels rehearsed, overly slick video presentations, and articles overflowing with buzzwords are falling flat. Buyers are not merely seeking to be sold to, they want to be educated. They are interested in understanding how similar individuals, in comparable positions, are navigating and resolving similar challenges. Consequently, many buyers bypass vendor websites in favor of third-party platforms during their initial research phases. The real build-up of trust doesn't happen on your homepage. It occurs where your customers are actively engaging with information. ####3 strategies for building trust in an AI-centric information landscape. With Google's AI overviews and plugins like ChatGPT emerging as key gateways for B2B buyers, marketers need to innovate not only in their content creation but also in its presentation and dissemination. While it is crucial to facilitate discovery, being regarded as trustworthy once a buyer finds your content is what truly makes a difference. Here are 3 effective strategies that have shown promising results. 1. Ensure your content is machine readable, not solely tailored for human audiences. AI algorithms favor clear, structured content over the fluffy stuff. Using schema markup, especially on product pages, for review content, and within FAQs, can enhance how your most essential insights are discovered by AI tools. Verified reviews and showcases of customer success should be easily crawled in order for them to appear in platforms like Google's AI Overview. The goal is not to cram in keywords but to structure your content intelligently, allowing large language models, LLMs, to grasp the context as a human would. 2. Integrate review requests into the customer journey. Receiving reviews is most effective when they are embedded within the customer lifecycle rather than treated as an afterthought. Leading brands request customer reviews following onboarding, significant achievements, or renewal moments, and they do so in a way that is straightforward and considerate. A simple thank you message or a small incentive can yield significant results. Additionally, don't allow those reviews to languish on a third-party platform. Utilize them in nurturing campaigns, sales presentations, and even on pricing pages. When a peer advocates for your product, their endorsement is more persuasive than any tagline ever could be. 3. Encourage customers to share their authentic narratives. Highly polished brand narratives are losing their appeal. With RE's encroachment, competitor messaging can easily blend into a homogeneous echo. So, what is truly resonating with audiences today? Genuine, customer-driven storytelling, just like the customer spotlights featured at Trust Radius. This type of unscripted content focused on real people and tangible results effectively engages potential buyers. The aim should not be to portray your brand as flawless but to illustrate its practical applications in the real world. Not infrequently, customers showcase these stories as part of their portfolios, symbolizing the profound effect of prioritizing their voices. When customers feel proud enough to publicize their experiences with you, that becomes the kind of social validation that both AI and people inherently trust. Cultivating internal trust to enhance external credibility. Often, marketers devote so much time and energy toward outward messaging that they overlook a fundamental principle. Trust begins from within. Fostering cross-departmental harmony among marketing, sales, and product teams is vital to ensure that messaging reflects genuine realities rather than lofty aspirations. Each interaction throughout the buyer's journey provides a brand touchpoint and presents an opportunity to foster trust. For instance, my marketing team leverages common sales objections to craft proactive thought leadership campaigns. One notable objection, we only need one review platform, sparked the creation of content outlining the ROI of managing multiple review sources. This approach resulted in tighter messaging alignment and fewer objections encountered during the sales cycle. Implementing a consistent feedback loop guarantees that content remains not only credible but also attuned to genuine buyer concerns. The evolving landscape of trust in an AI-driven market. As AI technology becomes interwoven with each stage of the B2B purchaser's journey, we are entering a phase best characterized by a flight to quality. It is increasingly about determining who buyers can genuinely believe, rather than who can churn out the most content. In this shifting environment, trust and relevance stand out as your most important assets in search engine optimization. The structure and accessibility of your product pages and reviews are crucial. Unless AI tools can easily navigate your content, you risk losing visibility on platforms like Google's AI Overview. Components such as verified user comments, pricing information, and FAQs must be crawlable, well-tagged, and readable by LLMs, mimicking human comprehension. Communities should be the cornerstone of your go-to-market strategy. Modern buyers prefer to hear authentic experiences from peers rather than engage with corporate messaging. Whether you leverage peer review platforms, participate in relevant Slack groups, or feature customer-led narratives, your approach must be grounded in the perspectives of community voices. This is the only channel today's buyers regard as trustworthy. Trust is not merely a catchy brand slogan. It is a tangible quality that you must demonstrate through a commitment to transparency, authenticity, and consistency. In an age marked by oversaturation and AI-generated noise, the brands that thrive will be those that prioritize proof over mere promotion. #### in conclusion. While AI can produce written content at a speed far surpassing any human marketer, the element that builds trust cannot be replicated by algorithms. In the realm of B2B today, the true distinguishing factor is not the polish of your messaging but its believability. Your prospective buyers crave affirmation from relatable individuals, not just promotional messages from brands. So, what should your focus be now? Shift away from the race to produce more content, and instead amplify the voices of the audience you wish to connect with, their peers. #### additional resources on trust in B2B marketing. Build B2B marketing trust with evidence-based content. https://www.marketingprofs.com/video/50033//build-b2b-marketing-trust-with-evidence-based content-marketing-smart-live-show. Breaking through to reach buyers. How education-led marketing is redefining B2B marketing. https://www.marketingprofs.com/articles/2025/53373//education-led-b2b-marketing-trust-sales-enablement. Brand and trust. Becoming a trusted B2B voice. Preserving the pre-AI internet. Archiving human versus AI-generated data. In a world where AI chatbots are reshaping our digital landscape, a critical question emerges. Should we safeguard the pure, unadulterated internet that existed before AI took over? This debate is not just about nostalgia. It touches on the very fabric of how we preserve history in the digital age. The advent of AI chatbots represents a significant milestone, marking the point after which online content can no longer be guaranteed to be entirely human-made. As we move forward, this shift will undoubtedly influence how future generations perceive and interpret historical data. Some individuals and organizations are racing against time to capture and store untainted data from the pre-AI era, fearing that once AI-generated content becomes pervasive, it will be nearly impossible to distinguish between the two. On the other hand, there are those who argue that the AI-generated content itself is what needs to be documented. By archiving the outputs of these chatbots, future historians and researchers will have invaluable insights into the evolution and capabilities of AI technology. Rajiv Pant, a seasoned entrepreneur and former CTO of both the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, views AI as a potential threat to the integrity of historical records, particularly in fields like journalism, legal research, and scientific inquiry. Pant has been grappling with what he calls the digital archaeology challenge since the launch of ChatGPT, emphasizing the urgency of developing methods to differentiate between human and AI-generated content. John Graham Cumming, a cybersecurity expert at Cloudflare, draws an analogy to low background steel, a material valued for its purity due to its production before the atomic age. In a similar vein, Graham Cumming advocates for preserving data sources that remain free from AI contamination. To this end, he has launched lowbackgroundsteel.ai, a platform dedicated to archiving data from before ChatGPT's debut in late 2022. For instance, the site includes a complete download of Wikipedia from August 2022, capturing a snapshot of the encyclopedia before significant AI contributions began to emerge. However, Mark Graham, who leads the Wayback Machine at the Internet Archive, a project that has been documenting the public internet since 1996, takes a different stance. Given the overwhelming volume of new data generated daily, up to 160 terabytes, Graham believes that attempting to preserve the pre-AI internet is impractical. Instead, He proposes focusing on archiving AI-generated content to provide future researchers with a comprehensive understanding of how these technologies have developed. To achieve this, Graham plans to pose 1,000 topical questions to chatbots each day and store their responses, recognizing that AI outputs can vary over time. He even envisions employing AI itself to facilitate this monumental task, thereby creating a feedback loop where AI documents its own progress. It's important to note that Graham Cumming is not opposed to AI. Rather, he recognizes its potential benefits while also acknowledging the risks associated with incorporating low-quality AI-generated content into training datasets. Such contamination can lead to what experts refer to as model collapse, where AI systems lose their effectiveness due to flawed learning inputs. Preventing this issue is a crucial consideration for the future of AI development. Ultimately, the decision to preserve pre-AI internet versus archiving AI-generated content reflects a broader debate about the role of AI in society and its impact on historical documentation. As Graham Cumming points out, there will inevitably come a time when AI achieves something truly novel, potentially surpassing human capabilities in areas such as mathematics and innovation. In such cases, classifying AI-generated content as contamination may no longer be appropriate. So, where do you stand in this digital preservation dilemma? Is it more important to safeguard the untouched internet of the past or to document the evolving landscape of AI? Share your thoughts in the comments below.